Hi guys, it's Friday night and I'm just getting on here. Today was crazy busy. Over half my staff didn't come in today, so a little stressful at work. And I had a deep tissue massage after work and I missed last month, so everything was hurting. So I'm glad I got that, but you get a massage, you don't really feel like working out then afterwards. Kind of just wanted to take a bath and lay down because my stomach's still upset. Slight nausea today. It's more like, I don't even know how to describe my pain. It's like I have scar tissue wrapped around my colon. If you can imagine how that feels. It just feels like restricted. So it's not as bad. I am fasted. I'm probably, what time is it? I don't know. I'm probably like, I'm probably 24 hours fasted. So got over the 24. I got lots on the schedule for this weekend to keep me busy. With my refeed last night, I would say I ate till I was full too. I had quite a bit of stuff. And I did end up eating some ice cream late last night. Not a lot, maybe a third of a cup or something, maybe. So I was up 1.3, which is not bad. Any normal refeed, I would have been really happy. It's kind of what I've always wanted. A refeed no more than 1.5 and then restart. So I'm actually doing what I wanted to do. My problem usually is just I suffer, like I can't get through that first day. So then 2 days of eating turns into more than that. And sometimes when I have carbs, I can gain 3 to 7 pounds in one day. I was quite irritable today. Maybe the stress of work and having so much, I have like this huge list of crap to do. I have to do it all tonight, but I just got done with my Spanish and yoga. And I'm just getting on here for the day. So just too much going on. My stomach still hurts. I am fasted. I'm trying just to get till tomorrow. Yeah, if I had an amazing loss of 3.2, I could be at a new low. I don't think that's going to happen. 156.1, up 1.3. But it's okay, because I think we're going to do Mexican or my favorite fancy fish place. So the meal should be, both of those places are amazing. So I don't think I'll be, if I go to the fish place, I'll have tuna. It's not too many carbs in that meal. Usually they have like a root puree maybe. And then I always get the chicken and fajitas for 2 at the Mexican place. No, I don't eat them all myself, but it's banging. They have all these different guacamoles and like 12 different quesos. So good. I just bought Layla some CBD, so I'm hoping that'll help her. I don't know. I have to do post office and bank and all sorts of crap tomorrow. So I'll be busy. Our funny gratitude is clean water. That's not funny. That is serious. Ever try to filter mud through your teeth? It sucks. Ever try to boil Gardia out of water? It sucks. Ever have to haul water in buckets? It sucks. You know what doesn't suck? Turning a little knob and having clean water gush out. It's super fucking amazing. Yeah, for sure. My kids last summer had to read a book called I Will Always Write Back. And I read it with my son because he wouldn't have read it really. So it was an amazing story. I would, if anyone likes to read, I read it, before I read it with my son, I read it, and I read it in like 3 nights. It's a great read. It was kind of cool because it's from this area, Joanne, and I think it's actually really close to where you're from. It's about these 2 pen pals in middle school, I think they were. That's why my kids read it in middle school. One of the authors, it's actually written by the 2 pen pals, and you get to read some of the letters that they had written back to each other. And it's about a young boy that's in, oh no, I forget, maybe Zimbabwe, some really, really, really poor country. And she's from Pennsylvania, and she just has like an upper middle class life, and he is like extreme poor. Like, I thought I was poor. And then when I read this book, I just sobbed and sobbed and sobbed and felt for these kids. And it cost like $20 for them to go to school, but it's like $12 bazillion in their mind. And that's all they want to do is go to school and have food and have water. And she would send him these little tablets that turn dirty water. It like cleans out all the bacteria, I'm sure. It's a great book. It humbles you real quick, I think. Anyways, the authors came to my kids' school and did a presentation. It was very cool. Very, very cool. I will always write back. I saw Tracy ask me a question, and instead of just answering her on that, I thought I would answer her on here because maybe somebody else has that question. She asked me how I decided on my goal weight. I may have said this like in my journey video or day 1 video or what, but I have been there when I was training for a marathon, my first marathon in 2012, I was down to 147. And people would say stuff like, our real estate agent at the time was like, "Are you at your fighting weight?" I look really good and healthy around that weight. And I said before, my husband actually told me I was a little too thin. So that's my goal, is 145 fed. I feel good usually around that weight. Although my body composition is probably going to be different this time. So I don't know. I've decided that once I got to 145, then I would make a decision. And being that I started at 219.4, I thought it would be great to go to 139.4 because that would be an 80-pound loss. That's a nice number. That's a good fasted weight because, you always fluctuate. That's why. That's how I picked the 145. Technically, at 5'5", 150, like today, 156, but I was down to 153. I'm still considered overweight. So I appreciate the nice comment, but not that these government charts mean that much to me. I just would I feel like I've always been overweight. And it would be nice to get into a normal range and see how I feel. I was running a lot at 147. At that time, my goal was 145, and I never saw it. So that's another thing. I would just like to see it, prove to myself that you can do this. Just stay the track and you can do it. But I looked it up today because I was listening to Obese to Beast a while ago, and I remember him saying that there is different levels of obese, and I didn't realize that. Like, I thought anything over 30 BMI was just considered obese, but you could be class 1, class 2, class 3, or maybe phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So I wanted to see where I was, and at 220, my BMI was 37, which is I was actually in the 2nd tier of obese. I couldn't believe it. Even when I look at pictures of myself maybe I'll put one here so you can see too, but even at 220, I didn't feel like I was obese. I definitely felt overweight and fat, but that blew my mind today. And then let's say 175, I was still pre-obese. Not even considered just overweight, because that's a BMI of 29. And believe me, we could all talk about BMI and what a hoax it really is. But for general people, I do have a lot of muscle. And I'm an athletic build and I have a larger frame. But still, 175 is too fat for me. So I'm creeping on 150, which is considered a BMI of 25, which is right there at that teeter. So that's why I kind of thought 145, because that gives me a little bit of wiggle room there. I'll be considered a normal weight range. It's scary that I can go all the way down to like 115 pounds before I'm considered underweight. Or maybe it's called mild thinness. I will look gross. I know it, because I was 12 when I weighed 130 pounds. And I wasn't even done growing, so I know I probably shouldn't even be weighing in the 130s. But fasted, that's okay, I think. 139 fasted, I can handle that because it's not a daily thing, you know? And I don't know how much fasting I'll do once I get to that weight. But that's why I picked 145. At 5'5", 145, I think that's, you know, I've had people even tell me that's too much. So that's why I picked it. It's nice to hear your comment, though. She said I look great the way I look, you know, this weight right now. So, but I still have a gut. When I post my pictures, I can show you. But I mean, I'm losing it. I measured, my waist is 31, but my gut is 37 and a half. So it's still, it's not pretty. So I'd like to keep working on it. Tracy, I don't know what my gratitude is. My ears, how about that? They're nice and they're little and they're tucked in. I had a good girlfriend in high school that her ears stuck out, and she used to yell at me because mine didn't. She would always get mad and call me a bitch and tell me that's not fair that my ears are tucked back. It's lame today. I'm sorry, guys. So busy. But I will, oh, Elaine got a shirt too from Oh Mad Caroline. So we definitely gotta take our pictures together. She kills it on the exercise. She puts me to shame, guys, if you think I'm active. So does Fasting Rabbit. She's out running 5 miles today, or 6 miles, or whatever it was. And I just did, oh, you want to know something that was great today? I took Layla for a quick walk because I got my massage and I was like, you know, I'm tired. I'm just going to take this quick walk, not push myself, do yoga, relax. And Layla, of course, was shitting all, like she shit 3 times, I think. And I put the bag in the bag and then another bag in the bag. And I'm reading my email, walking. And I'm like, man, Layla, you really stink. You really stink. And I look down and the whole leg of my legging is covered in her shit. So we cut the walk a little short. That's the kind of day I'm having right now. Ooh, my arms hurt. Okay, I'm gonna not eat. I'm going to do stuff around the house and take a bath. And that's it. That's all she wrote today. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow.